The plasma membrane's role is really in regulating the movement of substances into and out of the cell. So it is selectively permeable, meaning that it allows some substances to pass freely. It's going to require transport mechanisms for other, and it's going to completely restrict some materials. So there's three main methods by which substances can cross the membrane. The first is going to be passive transport, where substances are moving from areas of higher concentration to lower concentration without any energy input from the cell. The second one is going to be active transport, where substances are moving against their concentration gradients, meaning that they're moving from an area of low to high concentration, and this is going to require energy. And then lastly, we have bulk transport, which is going to involve the movement of large molecules or volumes, regardless of concentration gradients, and is also going to require energy. So passive transport does not require the cell to use any energy because, again, the molecules are moving down their concentration gradient from high to low concentration until equilibrium is reached, meaning that they have the same concentrations on either side of the plasma membrane. So this movement is driven by the molecule's own kinetic energy. Some small nonpolar molecules can actually go directly between the phospholipids of the membrane. However, many substances are going to require the help of transport proteins, and this process is known as facilitated diffusion. So water is a really good example of this. So it moves through the membrane with specialized protein channels that are called aquaporins. So this usually explains the fast rate of movement of water across plasma membranes. So this is a good image showing you what's going on. I'm not sure why they put a dye pellet in a goldfish bowl. I always thought this was incredibly unusual. But what they're showing you is a dye crystal, which is incredibly concentrated, and there's zero dye in the liquid in the fish bowl. So as you can see, naturally things want to come to equilibrium and move from an area of high concentration, which is the dye crystal, to low concentration, which is all of the other water in the fish bowl, until eventually they reach equilibrium. This process does not require any energy at all. Facilitated diffusion, again, is going to require some sort of protein carrier in the membrane. So that's what they're showing you here. In order for the passage of a solute from the external environment to the internal environment, or vice versa, from inside of the cell to outside of the cell.